Chapter 12. At Mrs. Douglas's house, Tom said, "Let's take the money to the old house near Mrs. Douglas's house. That's a good place for it." They started to walk to the old house. Mr. Jones was in Mrs. Douglas's yard. He called to the boys. "A lot of people are waiting for you. Come with me," he said. They went into Mrs. Douglas's house. "Hello, boys," Mrs. Douglas said. "Come with me." Tom and Huck went with her to a bedroom. There were new shirts and jeans on the bed. "Wash your hands and faces and put on these shirts and jeans," Mrs. Douglas said. "Then come to the big room." The boys went to the room. A lot of people were there. Mrs. Douglas said, "First, I want to say thank you to Mr. Jones and his sons. They helped me. They're very good people." "Huck helped too," Mr. Jones said. "Thank you too, Huck," Mrs. Douglas said. "You're a good boy, and I like you. I want to give you a home and some money." 25. "But Huck has a lot of money," Tom said. He went to the bedroom and came back with the bags of money. "We have this money from the cave. There's a lot of money in them, and it's ours now." There was $12,000 in the bags. The people were very surprised. They asked about the boys' adventure. Chapter 13. Huck's new home. Huck lived in the big house with Mrs. Douglas. He was a new person. He washed every day, and he went to school and church. But he wasn't happy. He stayed there for 3 weeks, and then he ran away. Tom went to Huck. "Why did you run away?" Huck answered, "Mrs. Douglas is a good woman. I like her, but I can't live with her. I don't like washing every day, and I don't like going to school and church. I don't want to have a lot of money, but I want to be your friend. Okay?" "No," Tom said. "I can't be your friend because the boys at school don't want to play with you. We're thinking about a lot of new adventures. Please live with Mrs. Douglas and come to school. Then the boys at school can play with you." "I want to be your friend," Huck said, "and I want to have adventures with you and the boys at school. Maybe I can live with Mrs. Douglas. I don't know, but I'm going to try it again for a month." "Good," Tom said. "The boys are meeting later at 12 o'clock at night. You can come too." "Good," Huck said.